Howdy folks, welcome to episode 30. Today we're going to take our, we're going to take our load of stuff down to the thing and down to the, to the freight depot and sell all of our oil. So what I did was in episode 29 and a half, we actually went and brought another load of oil and lumber to the thing. So we filled up, we have 90 more oil barrels, so we should be able to fill up another car. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this down to the freight depot, and then we're going to buy 3 more tanker cars, and we're going to fill those up. So let's see if we can get this to load up. This is how many? 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. I just want to see what this looks like when it's full. 35. That's 36, 37. I need to count when they go off here, not when they do that, right? Not when they land on the thing. 39, 40, 41, 44, 45, and 46. Now if you're brave or don't care about them getting lost. Oh, I see what they do. They put them in the middle. Okay. So yeah, if you don't care about them getting lost, then I suppose you could do 2 cars at a time. I'm kind of paranoid about doing that. So we're just going to do them like this. I don't know. I suppose I could pull up. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that for the fun of it, right? We're having fun here. We can stop one when it starts to get close to full. So do we have enough fuel in Betsy? We got 17. We're going to throw it on a couple more logs. All right, and we're going to go backwards a little bit. Let's see if we can get this car up to here and that car up to there, and then we can do 2 of them at a time. We're going to try that. Worst case, if I lose them, I can always get them back in the save editor or whatever too, if it's really necessary. All right, so we're going to go like that. That should be good. All right. Oh, you know what? Is that the... Yep, there's the whistle. Okay. All right, so we're going to go like this. It's down. Okay. That one goes down. You go this way. And this one goes down. Whoops. That was weird. Okay. Is that going to keep it? Huh. Okay, there it is. It's still going. Alright, so this one's a few ahead. So that's the plan, is we're going to stop this one. Oh, you know what? This one's going to need to... This one's going to empty out anyway. Okay. Alright, so we don't even need to worry about that, but I think we should put that back once this is done, because otherwise we're going to end up having a bad time, right? If we leave that open, I don't know if it's going to reclose it. It did reclose the oil stuff when we left, when we pulled away and left, so I don't know if maybe it does that here. So, because when we did the oil run, we checked on that. I basically left the spouts all sitting so that they would be over the holes in the tankers when we pulled them up, and then they were all set back. Somebody put everything back. Put it back the way you found it, right? Okay, how many of these do we have? We have 38. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to stop this one when it does get to 46. So, how many are we at? 22. At least with this, you don't have to sit there and click. You don't have to actively click. You can walk away if you want to. It'll waste stuff when it gets full. But yeah, you could go do other stuff. So the plan is over here. Where are we at now? 27. Okay, we got a minute. So the plan is over here. I've got the other train setting up, and what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 of those cars, 3 of the wood cars, 3 of the steel pipe cars, and then 9 of the oil cars if we can do it. If it can hold 9 oil cars is the real question. So is it going to be able to hold out 9 oil cars? I don't know. Well, are we going to be able to pull them up the hill with that engine is the question. So what we can do, 41, 42, 43, hold on, 44, 45, that's 45, right? Yep, okay. 46. All right, I don't want to waste any of these. These things are big money. All right, and how many do we have left? We have 12 left. Okay, we can put them on this car then. All right, we'll go like this. And we're going to... I'm trying to decide... You know what? We're going to leave... Before we do that... Oh, no, we do have to pull up. Yeah, we have to... We have to after we do that. All right. So... let's get moving forward here a little bit. We're going to leave that last car up here. Those cars are going to be up here anyway, so we're going to leave it up here. All right, so the plan is that number of cars. So 9 oil cars. And the reason we're doing that is because then every run we can bring, if we bring 9 oil cars and 3 lumber cars and one of the pipe cars, then they all add up correctly. So that'll be like one set of, and I think that'll make 90 of these barrels. So that's what we'll do is we'll run those, and then every third time we'll load up all 3 steel pipe cars to bring from the ironworks to bring those. So that way we only have to come from the ironworks once. And the other thing that I might do is make like a siding between here and there where we can basically bring we can make a huge lumber car with the lumber and beams, go all the way to the other end. And here, let's put the brakes on this one. Whoops. Take that off. Did it take the pin off? Yeah. So yeah, we'll make a huge lumber car. Is it not going to let me climb up on that? Huh. Okay, that's interesting. It's kind of like the cordwood, huh? Oh, weird. Let me try that again. Because you can get up on this one partially, right? There we go. Okay, I got up on it. All right, but then if I go off to the side just the tiniest bit, it's going to slide me down. Huh, no, it didn't this time. Okay. They're just kind of weird, the way they collide. So anyway, that's the plan, is we could do that, and I think we're going to do, like I said, we're going to do the, whatchamacallit, let's save this. We're going to save the game before we go. So we'll save. Alright, and continue. I almost hit leave session. Alright, and go like this, and we're going to go forward. Here we go. We'll hit our bell because we're leaving the station for the fun of it, right? I think you're supposed to hit the bell when you enter the station. And I don't know where my switches are, so I need to check. But we're going to take these down to the freight depot. We're going to go to things. The thing is, the Class 70 was, I think we were at 46% in order to bring those 3 full oil cars up the hill. I know you can do the math, and there's calculators and all that stuff, but where's your sense of adventure, right? Yeah, that switch does need to change. Okay. So we'll swap these. But yeah, so I'm not sure if it's going to be able to pull 9 loaded things up the hill. But if it can't, what we can do is we're gonna do this in case we need to really hit the brakes hard, because both of these switches are backwards. All right, now we're good. Okay. So anyway, yeah, if we can't, then we'll get the Heisler and we'll run it up the hill with that. We'll get one of the gear trains, and we'll run it up the hill with the gear train. That's fine. Okay, so we need to come from that way and that way. All right. We're good there, and then we'll see. The only thing is we don't really have a direct... We need a direct way to get to the freight depot from this. Because our current path... I think that's the next thing we're going to have to do. Whoops. I think that's the next thing we're going to have to do. Is make a way to get from the here to the freight depot. I totally forgot about we're going to have to bring these out. Although I don't think we'll be bringing these out as often as we're bringing the other stuff. So we may want to hit some brakes on the way down here. We'll see. If it starts to look like it's gonna... It's not that steep of a grade, so it should be okay, I think. We're not gonna hit like a huge turn or anything like that, so... But yeah, I think we will need to make a path. We'll make a turn off that goes from this to the north-south line. Because there's that line that goes from the ironworks up that way. Yeah, from the ironworks straight north up toward the freight depot. I think we can just hook into that. We could probably do it from here. We can have this straight away. We can have a switch come off to the right. You know what? I think now is a good time to do that. Right? Let's see. Let's see if we can get going here a little bit. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put in, because we've got a nice straightaway here. So we can put in a switch here, right? And then we're going to put in groundwork. And groundwork is going to go... We can make a nice... Is that mountain... That mountain's right in front of us, so that's the one we need to... So this is the one we need to go around. Okay. Let's see where we end up here. We can keep this a nice mellow curve. Right? Nice path through the woods. See, it looks like we might even be able to hook right into this track here. I think we're coming up to the north-south portion of this track, aren't we? No, we're not. Okay. So we're just going to go like this. So we need to go this way more. Okay. How's that looking? Yeah, we'll probably straighten that out then. Because that looks pretty crooked. Well, yeah, we'll try this and see what we can do. I wish you could see where the tracks are on your map. Is that our track right over there? Yeah, it is. Okay, let's see what we can do as far as maybe merging right into this track before the switch. I was thinking going around the mountain and get to the other thing. Okay, this is the switch right here. Or, I mean, this is the curve. So we probably want to come in before the curve, don't we? Is that a straightaway right there? No, it's not really a straightaway. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to demolish groundwork. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to come off this thing. We're going to put a switch here. And so we'll come off the groundwork here. We needed to switch this anyway, or fix this anyway, didn't we? Let's get this fixed up. There we go. Alright, so we're going to come off of this one here. Groundwork. We'll give it a little bit of straight first. Okay, and then we can go like this. And we're going to come off, our switch is going to come out like right here somewhere-ish. And then what we can do is we can go like this. And we can merge into this. So why don't we go like this in a little bit more of a curve, gentle curve here. There we go. There we go. All right. So there is our thing. We can take out some of this groundwork while we're walking back. And we'll see if we can get a track laid through here. And then we can hook them up. Then we won't have to mess around with going the other way. And I think that's all of it, right? Yep. Okay, so we want to put in a switch here. We're going to put in a switch that goes to the left. I think we want it on this side, right? Looks like this is where we want it. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to break the track here. Huh, we had two pieces there. Interesting. All right. Let's demolish our groundwork here too. You know what? We're not going to do that yet, because that might be connected to that piece, and then we're going to end up with a floating track. So let's go like this, put in our switch left. There we go. And then this should be a nice easy transition. There we go. Let's go to the next one. Or we just go like this. All right, and if you look very closely, it puts in the tiniest bit of a vertical kink. If you do that, it's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna. See, you can't even tell where it is, right? So yeah, it's fine. It's worse if somebody put a penny on the track, right? Okay, so let's see if we can get our rail set here. And we're going to lay it out all the way, and then we'll come back and get rid of all the trees. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that looks like it should be a nice smooth, easy curve. I can't tell if this is straight because of the trees. Probably should have done the trees first, right? Where's your sense of adventure? That's my answer to everything. You're doing it wrong. When you're doing it wrong, you just do it wrong, and then you go, where's your sense of adventure? All right. Well, it's true, though. I mean, that's what an adventure is. It's when everything goes horribly wrong. Right? Okay, that was weird. Yeah, all right. We're going to take that out. We're going to put the groundwork back in there, and then we're going to do the trees. What? What do you mean, where's my sense of adventure? What are you talking about? Alright, let's get some trees. Let's kill some wildlife and stuff. Destroy some squirrel habitats. Who needs squirrels? Aside from Milton, because they're merry. Alright. Obscure movie reference, number 3672 this week. Alright, and get a couple more of these. We'll just, on the way in, we'll get all the ones that are on the track. Alright, so we should be able to put in a switch here too. Demolish rails. We're going to have to get rid of that one. So that's going to be fun. And then we're going to go like this. Switch right. And we're going to put the switch on that side. It doesn't look like it's straight, does it? That does. Okay, so let's see if we can get this rail across here. Yep, not a big deal. And then this one here. And then we're going to go to this. And then that was the outside one, I think. No, it's the inside one. The inside one is ugly. Okay. Really? Why is there a giant hole there? That was weird. Okay. That's really odd. Let's try that again. So we're going to go like this. And we're going to stick this one up here. And then we'll go like this. How's that look? See, you can see it here. It goes up like the teeny tiniest bit. So basically the amount is about as much as floating point error on the calculation it's going to be using for that anyway, right? Okay, so that's my excuse anyway. Where's your sense of adventure? Alright. You probably said it before I did, didn't you? Alright. So should we straighten out this curve here? I mean, is there really any purpose to having this back and forth? Yeah, there is. Where's your... Yeah, you got it. You got it. I don't even need to tell you anymore. Now we'll at least straighten this out some, and then we can put some groundwork underneath it so it doesn't look so hideous, right? Just think this would be like the end of the episode if we were doing my usual 20-25 minute episodes. And then alright. I don't think it matters which one we delete because they're both pretty much the same. Alright, let's demolish rails. One of these, pick one. Alright, and then we're going to make sure that that's... Yep, that's fine. Alright, let's get the rest of these trees out of here. And we need to make sure that that switch on the other end is actually set the way I want it to. As long as we're going that way, we need to remember that so that we don't have to stop and throw the switch. Oh, I did, when I was bringing up the oil cars, when we did our extra oil run, I was bringing up the oil cars. Yeah, the switch is the right way. Okay, what about the other one? And we need to clear this out so we can actually see that. But I was cutting trees on the way, and a couple of them fell on our tanker cars. They didn't knock them off the tractors or anything, but it kind of scared me for a second. Alright, I think that switch is the other way, so we're going to do that. We're going to throw this switch so that we can come through it without a problem. And then we're going to get that other piece of groundwork. We'll get that one too, as long as we're out here doing that stuff. So we'll throw this switch. We're out here fixing things, might as well. Right? Can you do it? There we go. There. How's that? Alright, and we can delete this one piece. There. There we go. Okay. That's much better. And then down here, I think we're going to grab some more of these trees on the way. No, we can see. We can see that. Okay. That's not too bad. So we'll just come back and we'll inspect our track as we come back. Because we didn't really look at that. We've been looking at the logs. Since we've got basically the load that we're carrying is about as much money as we've made in the entire rest of the game combined, right? Okay. This track looks good. There we go. Look at this little wavy bit here. That's fine. I think that's where we connected the two. That's not going to do anything. We can't go fast enough for that to be a problem. And I need to remember to save this before we get in the train and run it across this track that we've never done before, right? Okay, so we're going to start here. We're going to come back to here. There we go. And then we're going to go like this. And I think that's good. All right, and we can even leave it wide like that. It doesn't. We don't need to go delete the rest of it. But we're going to take out that one piece right there. There we go. Get this tree too. I think our track looks good. The only other iffy part is that corner. But we'll find out when we take the oil cars, the tanker cars barreling across it at full speed. We'll find out. Right? Where's your... Yeah, you got it. Okay, so... Let's see, how are we doing on fuel? We're losing our... There we go. Alright, so we're going to save the game. And we're going to save slot 1. Alright. Let's do this. Whoops, wrong way. I always do that. It's like the dude in Good Morning Vietnam that always gets in a Jeep and starts it even though it's already running. Okay. This is our fresh track. We're going to try it at full speed. Just to make sure. Yeah, see, it's not a problem. That one little thing is the worst part is that one tiny little wobble. And I mean, we've got much worse pieces of track than that. That's it right there. See, it does nothing. With tanker cars, that might be scary. You get the track to wobble just at the right frequency, you know, as the oil slashes back and forth. Sloshes. Then we can buy our oil cars. 4, 5, and 6. Alright, how much money do we have? We have 2,500, and then we're going to get a ton for this. Because I think we had 120, something like that. I think we've got like 120 barrels, so I think we got almost 5,000 out of that. So 7,500, we might be able to buy 5? I forget how much the cars were. I don't remember if they were like 1,300 or 1,800 or whatever. Now the other thing I was thinking of doing is keeping a couple of these little porters in the other side, on the input side of the refinery. Basically keep them on those tracks where the logs and stuff go in, so that basically you pull the other train up and then you just basically use these to pull the other ones back and put them back, instead of using the big train to go back and forth. I'm not sure if that would save any time or not, because then you're basically hooking up and attaching and detaching to a different engine. So I'm not sure if that would even save time or not. But I did test, and if you put two of these side by side next to each other, you can unload from one car onto another car. So that's the other thing you could do, is if you really wanted to bypass that whole shunting stuff, what you can do is you can just have cars that are, you know, almost like a, what do they call that? The fire brigade water bucket. You know, this car passes to the next car that passes to the next car that puts it on the platform. You could probably do that sort of thing to load up. If you really wanted to. Okay. Alright, let's see. We've got 3 of them. See if we can get all 3 of them on the platform. Yep. I like that the freight depot is really long. Okay. Oh, you know you're supposed to put the bell when you're coming into town, too. I got too many other things I gotta worry about. Okay, so we have 2,500. Let's watch our money roll in. Look at that. Alright, we're gonna do this. And this. Look at all our barrels. It's raining barrels. Cool. Money, 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 money. We had 90, and yeah, I think that was 120 because we had 2.5. 45, 90, and then about 30, right? I didn't even look at how many we had. That's cool, and they're 40 apiece. That's awesome. We're almost there. 7,000. Cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna buy our oil cars, and we're gonna get those put on here. I'm trying to decide whether I should. I think what we need to do is we need to put the oil cars on that end, because then the class 70 can come down and pick them up. So yeah, we'll do that. Okay. All right. So what we need to do is we need to go into here, and let's see. Oil cars. These are 30,000. That's probably why. Okay. So they're 1,400. We can buy 5 of them, I think. I think we'll buy 4. You see, what number do we want to do? 4. And then we're going to call it oil 4. Alright, order. And then we're going to go 5. I think we're going to do 3 of them, because I don't think we're going to be able to pull more than that with the Betsy. So 6, and then oil 6. Alright, so let's jump in. Whoops, wrong key. We'll jump in Betsy here. Is our switch set? Our switch is set. Okay. Alright. Whoa, what happened there? Did we break the pin or something? That was weird. Huh. That was odd. Whoops. We want to go like this, and we're going to do that, and then we're going to take this one out. Yep, that one's out. Okay. That was weird. Okay. Break. Whoops, wrong way. And that should... Nope, it's not going to get us there. Are we on a slight uphill or something? There we go. Okay. Turn off this brake. See if we can do this again. Apparently we don't know our own strength, right? Reverser. Let's do it. Yeah, I don't know if it did that or it was just a glitch in the physics engine. I don't know. But yeah, we did take off pretty drastically. Pretty suddenly. The other thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to transfer some firewood into Betsy. I don't know if that pin breaking is a sign of a harbinger, right? Alright, Betsy doesn't have the greatest brakes. Okay, so we're going to flip this switch. Then we're going to have to do all the shunting of these cars. Alright. You know what'd be really funny is you do a thing where you do a series where you skip all the so-called boring stuff, and it's just like all of this is like, you know, 2 minutes. Alright. The loading is boring. We're going to skip that. You know, we're just driving in a straight line. That's boring. Let's skip that. Oh, we're just shunting cars. We're just connecting everything up. We'll skip that. It's the whole fun of it. I know. Okay, so we're going to go... Yeah, I suppose we'll get the 2 first. And then we need to brake a little bit. We can brake more than that. Okay. We need to put connectors on these. Okay, we got a connector on that one. Alright. Is this going to do okay? Yeah, this is going to do okay. Alright. We'll just go put the connector on the back of the other one. I believe the brakes are on when they're new. There we go. And this one we can take the brakes off, actually. There we go. That's perfect. Here we go. You ready? There we go. And then... Is it gonna do... Yeah, it's gonna take a minute. It would take longer to run back to Betsy and back to give her... Oh man, it's gonna stop like an inch short, right? That would suck, wouldn't it? Come on, you can do it! You can do it! That's perfect, though. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna take off the brakes. This one does have the brakes on. Okay, yeah, that was beautiful. That was a beautiful hook up there. Alright, let's go like this. And... Okay. I know, I did like 2.5, didn't I? You couldn't tell whether I was doing 2 or 3. The ambiguous whistle. Yeah, we'll be able to pull these along this straight. It just... I hope we don't hit any really big hills. But what we can do is we can drop off the 2 for the Class 70 can basically drag all this and Betsy up the hill. Alright, we need to get these all the way past that switch, the first switch. So, I think we need a little more juice for that. There we go. I swear, I always feel like it's going too slow, it's going too fast, it's going too slow, it's going too fast. I'm not going to be able to stop in time. It's going to take forever to get there. I'm not going to be able to stop in time, you know? That kind of thing. Alright, is it going to... Nope. That looks like that'll do it. Are we past the switch? I think we're past the switch. Alright. Let's go do it. I think the front of the car could be partway on the switch, and I think it's okay. Like if it's up here, because it just moves it from pointing that direction to pointing that direction. It doesn't like So when you're over here, it tries to move the car from here to there, and that's a problem. Okay. And we have everything set up. The brakes are on that one. Okay. These are all new. The inside of those don't even have any oil all over in them and stuff. All right. Yeah, I don't even want to know what it would be like trying to pull these around that old corner. I just feel like these are just going to pop out if we push too hard, you know? I don't know that Betsy's capable of pushing hard enough to do that. I forget what the term is, but it's the opposite of string aligning, the inverse. The reciprocal? Alright, let's get a little bit more speed here. I almost feel like we should go up on the other tanker and like use the brakes on that one to stop. Alright. Get a little bit more speed going, and then what we're going to do is we're going to use the reverser and the brake once we get close. It's actually doing a lot better than I thought. The brakes are doing better than I expected them to. That's a lot of mass behind that, so we don't want to hit it too hard. Alright, that should do it. I might have even wanted to leave the regulator on like 2%, but yeah, that'll do it. Alright. Let's go. See if we can get our train out of here. To make like a tree and get out of here. Alright, make sure everybody's moving. Yep, everybody's moving. Alright, let's get some speed going, so that by the time we hit that corner, we're not pulling on these cars so hard. Right? I don't want to pull too hard on these cars coming around the corner with all that mass behind them. That will string line. When you're pulling on them, that is totally what it is. As soon as we start hitting this corner. There we go. Because then we're just relying on their mass to pull everything around the corner, to push everything around the corner. Alright, and I think we're on a mostly flat. So I think we can just coast past this switch. And then we also need to be careful going around these next two corners. But this one should be easy enough because it's a little downhill and these will start sucking the whole train down the hill. Alright, we can hit the brakes. And more. There we go. Alright, I don't know if you have to be at an absolute complete stop before you whistle that you're stopped, or if it's just that, yeah, you're almost stopped and you're going to be stopped. You're not going to be accelerating or anything like that, right? I'm not sure what the protocol is for that. Okay, so we're gonna go right. We're gonna take a right. Yeah, we're going downhill. Whoops, that would be why. We're going downhill. I think it's going to take everything little Betsy's got here. Come on, Betsy, you could do it. She's the little engine that almost could, right? Come on, reverser, you can do it. There you go. All right. We're not going to push down this hill around this corner. We're going to let Betsy coast. I suppose we can push a little bit. We just don't want to push a whole lot. I think there's like a little bit of a downhill drop on one of those too. Okay, there we go. Get a little bit more speed going here. All right. That should be good, and then once we get back on the straightaway, then we can start pushing hard again. There we go. Okay. We'll probably need 100% because we do have some hills here. I think we pushed the other 3. We did bring the other 3 back with Betsy before, so there's a double track there too. There's some doubled up track back there. Can you see it? You've probably been yelling at me for like 10 episodes now about it. Of course you see it. That was there in episode 8 when you laid the track down. Alright. And our switches are set to go all the way back. So what we'll do is we'll bring these back to the base of the hill. I need to see how much these things weigh when they're full too. Because I'm not certain how much those are and how much 6 empty ones compares to 3 full ones, that kind of deal. But yeah, we'll see, and we can make another run or 2 at that in order to make this money with the blue oil barrels, so that we can buy an engine. We're gonna buy another. We'll buy a Heisler. Then we gotta figure out another name, right? Come up with another name for our engine. Thundercracker, Starscream. Those are 1800s era engine names. All right. Almost to our corner, and then these 2 switches are good. So I think we're probably gonna ease up on the regulator here. We don't need to push too hard around these corners. There we go. I mean, this is a nice easy corner. It's not that big of a concern, but there we go. There is a switch at one of the crossings. There's a switch you can see just down the rail over here, and the turn on it is way sharper than this. I swear, it's like the turn on it looks like one of the ones I built early on that was like, what? What's wrong? It's really sharp. It's not quite a 90, but yeah, it's pretty sharp. Okay, so we'll bring this, yeah, we'll get it onto the line, and then we can use, we're going uphill. We're not going uphill, we're on a level thing. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do, is we'll just hook it up and we'll bring the whole thing up with, we'll drag the engine and the cars and everything, so that way we don't have to come all the way back down, walk all the way back down the hill to bring them up. It should be okay. And our switch is good. If it isn't, it's way too late to start slowing down with this thing. You're not going to slow that thing down with this. And I think we've got the whole long train hooked up to that too, so it's going to be fun bringing this all back up the hill. But it'll be a good test. Alright, and I think that's about as far as we're going to get on the thing. So we're just going to hit the brakes. Whoops. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Yeah. And this thing will stop wherever it's going to stop. But the brakes are on, so we should be able to, let's go like this. There we go. Yeah, it's going to roll backwards for however long, but it'll stop at the bottom of the hill. because the brakes are on. So we'll run up and we'll grab the class 70. And we'll grab Dirge, right? And I think it was the DRG on the side of it. And I was just trying to think of some random name, you know. And then of course you just gotta like run with it. This is totally not dangerous at all or anything. It's gotta be hot in that wool coat running like this. Okay, so we need to flip our switches. See, we need to flip our switches on the way out anyway, so we'll do that. We gotta flip this switch. And then our other one. We probably could have just cut through instead of running all the way up the tracks, huh? But then we would have missed the switch. And these are all set. Okay, yep, this one is good. And then we put our clip already on the other one, so we don't need it on this. So this is our train so far, and I'm going to have to put the log cars on this. The only thing is that because of the way this is arranged up here, we've got the oil cars in the back with light cars between them, so it's kind of sketchy whether or not that's a good idea and whether or not it's going to work. We should probably get this happening too, right? And I kind of don't want to start going down the hill until we have brakes, right? That's probably a good idea to get brakes going first. I think so. Okay, so before we take off, this is what I was thinking, is what you can do is you can put tracks here in the middle, and you can transfer, you can come up with the logs, and you transfer the logs from here to this car, and then this car, and you have another car that's here, and they're just there permanently. They're there forever. You don't ever move those cars. They just sit there detached with the brakes on, and then you transfer from here onto the platform. That would be one way to do it. The other thing we can do, and I think we'll probably do it with the end here, is we're going to keep a porter and we'll just park it back here. And we can bring our porter out, because this car with the 3 will pull all the way up there, and those 3 will be the back end of it, and then we can just pull the whole thing in with the porter. But the thing is, by the time we've done that and detached all that, they're already attached to this engine, so then we've got to mess around with attaching everything to the porter too. So I'm not sure if that's even a worthwhile idea. The other thing we might do is to split things off and have to come up this line instead from around that side, you know, to do that. So that's the other idea I had, but I think we'll probably end up doing the little fire brigade thing. Okay, our temperature is coming up. Our water temperature is coming up. All right, so we're going to go reverse, brake. See if we can coast here at all. I think we have some brakes on somewhere. We must have some brakes on somewhere, because it was like resisting me moving it, I think. 0. Did we put them on these? On the very back car, maybe? Or is it just that these are so massive? No, it's just that they're so massive. Okay, whoops. Alright. Let's go do this. So these are up ahead, are all set, yeah, to go straight ahead if we need to. I'm just like, we're already here. Alright, let's see if we can... Water temperature is up. There we go, it's much better. It's just because I didn't give it that much power, I think, is what happened there. Alright, we'll get this moving. I just don't know if we're going to end up with a derail because of these. And we're going to have to find out, you know, what kind of... tolerance this setup has if we put all of our mass at the very back of the train. The other thing we could do is maybe put these at the back and then bring the 9 up on a siding and then shunt them. So, I mean, if this ends up being an issue, then we're going to have to do it that way. So we're going to put our reverser in forward, because basically we're going to have the panic stop at the bottom of this hill, aren't we? Right? Because the Betsy is going to be wherever the slope ends. And then we should be able to test out our configuration. You know what we should do is we should push Betsy back the other way and just make an oil run from here, but no, we'll get Betsy up to the hill first. Alright, this is going to be a steep hill here. There we go. Okay, so we're going to slowly lower the brakes until it just keeps going. Until it stays even. That seems about right, doesn't it? Okay. Alright, let's try that. I think we should be able to hook up here. Just need to be careful because the brakes are on the other end of that and then it's going to snap out in the middle kind of thing. Alright, there we go. Ah, did I get it? I think I got it. There we go. Okay. We got it. Alright, so we need to turn off Betsy's brakes. Otherwise, Betsy's going to have a problem, right? So let's go like this. How much fuel does she have? 0. Alright, let's go like this and turn off the brakes. 0%. 0%. Okay. Alright, we should be good. And I totally didn't whistle when we stopped. They need to put like the parkour course on the top of the cars, right? You get XP for jumping onto this spot. Right? Okay. Reverser. Let's get this thing moving. I don't want to give it too much juice all at once. Alright, we're going to pull this all the way up past the switch so that Betsy can get back. And that should be about perfect for finishing up our episode. So what I'm going to do in 30.5 is I will go do another oil run with this, and then when we do our first oil run with the 9 cars, we do our attempt with the 9 cars, I'll do that in a regular episode. I don't want to skip that. Any of our firsts, you know, have to go in. Oh man. Yeah, we're going to have to get another engine, actually. This does not feel like it's going to work. I might have to double the hill to get the oil up there. Because that sure doesn't feel like... That's 100%. We load 6 of those cars up with oil? How's that going to work, right? Alright, we're going to let this coast around this corner. Do need to be careful because... Yeah, because we don't want... That's going to be pulling backwards and stuff, so... I don't know why I'm getting frame dropping here. I didn't think anything was running on my CPU or GPU, but it feels like I'm getting herky-jerky frame blocking. Oh, you know what? I need to get Betsy past that switch so I can switch it. So we'll keep going a little bit more. The question is, I don't know if we can get 9 of those cars up onto this siding. I might have to do something else. Alright, that's good. And... Okay. Go get Betsy out of the way so that this thing can go do an oil run. Oh, we need to do this. All right, and we can go like, whoops, backwards and there we go. She's still got 0 fuel? I thought we put in fuel. Did we use it all up already? She's got boiler pressure and water temperature. She's running on fumes, right? Whoops, wrong thingy. Go, okay. We're running on fumes here. We're just gonna pull this off onto the siding. We need to go this way, and then, which cars were those? Those are the cordwood cars, so we want to stay on that one. Okay, no, that's right. I was thinking these were the lumber cars and we needed to put them on that other line, but no, that's not where we're going with those. Okay, so we're going to go like this, and we're going to go... Alright, we'll put this back. So we know that this porter can pull those. I think we're going to have to save up. We're definitely going to have to save up. So what we're going to do is in episode 30 and a half, I'm going to do some money run. I'm going to get, we've got 18, so we can make 90 more barrels. So that's 3,600. And how much do we have for money? 20, 30. Okay, so we should have, yeah, because that is, let's see which one. The Heisler is 5,600. Yeah, so we'll have enough money. We'll have enough money to buy the Heisler if we do one more run of these. So that's what we're going to do. So that's going to be it for episode 30. Join me in episode 31, and we'll get our new engine and see if we can pull 9 of those cars and stuff, and we'll see you then. Later.